Hello there, and welcome to Greetings from Florida, a weekly roundup of the horrible news stories to come out of Florida.
Yes, Florida, a drug-fueled cesspool where snowbirds come to die. For our first story, the Tea Party has come to the aid of Big Sugar over a state land use issue. Notice I said Tea Party and not Tea Party members, as their call to action did not bring enough members. As a result, they had to hire actors to play offended protesters for them.
The low turnout came as a surprise to many, as on the invite it made citations of radical environmentalists, liberals, New Yorkers, Obama, and Charlie Crist to agitate their constituents. While many people are offended by this, it seems to be a win-win for everyone involved, as the Tea Party got their protesters and a bunch of actors actually got some work. Now for a spot of good news, this year's return of Ultracaan has seen the lowest casualty numbers yet.
Yes. Only two people have been either mortally wounded or killed. One man was savagely beaten, while the other was only hit by a car. As a typical end to a Florida love story, a Florida man who broke into his ex-girlfriend's house 2 days after being released from jail defecated on her belongings as a means to mark his territory.
Objects claimed in the incident include bed sheets, a glass, a kitchen plate, a wallet, and a dresser. No comment was made by the ex-girlfriend, but we assume he can keep the objects. However, she has moved on with her life.
She has had no contact with the suspect since, but he does look forward to a long relationship with the actresses from Two Girls and One Cup.
A Florida woman has been arrested for calling 911 and threatening to hire an assassin to kill Governor Rick Scott.
The woman's demands were quite simple. She wanted to be deported to her home country. Unfortunately, she has been a citizen of the United States since 2005, and we can't quite deport our own citizens.
In a show the true chivalry is not yet dead, an 18-year-old boy attempted to steal a vibrator for his girlfriend from a Spencer's Gifts. In a romantic stroll through Spencer's gift store, the young lady spied a vibrator that caught her fancy.
The young gentleman, who unable to purchase the vibrator, promptly popped it from its box, stuffed it down his pants, reshelved the box, and attempted to stroll out, where the manager promptly met him and then escorted him to his office, where he called the police.
Young love. We would like to condemn him, but at 18, we both would have done the same thing.
But with the wisdom of age, we have learned you should never, ever do this, as the girl has received no punishment, while that boy will forever be known as that fucking gay idiot that tried to steal a vibrator. An epidemic of public masturbation has hit North Florida, as exemplified by two recent cases we have on record.
The first case happening in a Walmart, a staple of North Florida. A man following a woman masturbated through a hole in the inside of his hoodie. This in itself is not a big deal, but it became a biohazard when he finished himself off on 3 boxes of trash bags.
Patient 2, on the other hand, seemed more debilitated, as he did not even leave his car when he rolled into a 1 a.m. drive-thru and ordered a glass of water. He then posed for pictures and video of him pleasuring himself to be later used as police evidence against him.
Next up, we have a 23-year-old intoxicated Florida woman who attempted to sell blowjobs at a local bar. Unfortunately, the police were called when the woman refused to leave.
The exchange between her and the police officers became quite combative when he rejected her repeated offers of sexual favor. She became enraged, tipped herself over and the officer, and struck the officer several times in the privates. A little advice to her: prostitution is best done discreetly. In our final story of a case of white privilege not stretching far enough, a police officer reporting to a domestic abuse call offered to give a woman a ride to another safe location. The woman returned to the car with her belongings and an open alcoholic beverage.
When the police officer refused to let her in with an open liquor container, she asked if it would be okay if she brought her pot. She was then promptly arrested. When later questioned, she said, "It's just weed. He might be cool with it." Note to all our viewers, no, the police will not be cool with this.
The moral of the story: do not push your luck. Just hide the weed and try to get away with it. To be clear, we are not lawyers, and you are liable for your own actions.
That's all for this week, everyone. This episode was brought to you by Florida Water Management.
The Florida Water Management. There most definitely is something in the water, and we're not just talking about the alligators.
So, until next week, this is Nick and Mike saying, get us the hell out of Florida.
Please, God, please get us out.